Hello, my name's Tony.
And my name is Linda. Today, we are going to walk through the final video on renovating the Wild Kingdom house. As discussed in our previous video, we got a really good deal on this house, but it needed a lot of work. When buying a fixer-upper, always have a repair budget. Make sure that the all-in after repair cost is not more than the after repair market value. The living room was one of the easier rooms to renovate. The paneling was musty as the house had been empty for a long time. The floor was in really bad shape, but salvageable. The ceiling and fireplace mortar joints were cracked, and the mantel was missing from the fireplace.
We built a new fireplace mantel and retucked the mortar joints. We repaired the ceiling cracks and reskimmed the whole ceiling to give it a nice clean look. The molding and wainscoting were stained with an oil-based product. We sanded the surface with a Scotch-Brite pad and deglossed it with a bonding agent. Then we primed it before painting. Never use latex paint over an oil-based product without preparing the surface. The latex will bubble and peel off. We painted the ceiling and the walls and had the floor sanded and refinished. We replaced the outlets, light switches, and ceiling fixtures.
We purchased a new return air grill, supply grills, door hinges, door stops, doorknobs, and window blinds. We also added 2 new can lights in front of the fireplace. The family room was another easy room. We removed the stone step to the kitchen. Next, we replaced the door to the kitchen, painted the ceiling and walls, and purchased new light switches, outlets, supply registers, and carpet. We also ran HVAC supply lines when we renovated the kitchen. The family room did not have sufficient HVAC supply ducts to heat or cool the space.
In the first bedroom, we repaired the drywall and replaced some of the base molding. We replaced the old plank and pole closet shelf with a ventilated wire shelf. We also replaced the bifold door, ceiling fan, light switches, and outlets. We had new cable and phone outlets installed. The carpet was toast, so we ripped it out as well. We replaced the door hinges, door stops, and installed door levers to replace the door knobs. We put in new window blinds and supply registers. Then we replaced the carpet. It's pretty inexpensive to update a bedroom.
Bath number 1 was a bigger project. The tile was yellow and outdated. The tub was a matching color with a couple tubes of caulk around the seam. The drywall was in good shape, however. The vanity was toast and the mirror was outdated. The floor tile was also outdated. The floor was soft in certain spots, which meant it had structural damage. We ripped out the vanity cabinet. Then, we tore the tile off the wall and floor. Next, we removed the tub. It was a cast iron tub, so we took it to be recycled. With the tub gone, we could see a hole into the crawl space.
There were squirrels or field mice living under the tub. They built a cozy nest out of leaves and insulation. The HVAC ductwork was typical for an older home. It used the wall cavity as part of the ductwork. Not very efficient given the 90-degree turns and uninsulated wall cavity. We had an HVAC contractor fix all of that. Once the floor tile was removed, we could see why the floor was soft. The wax seal on the toilet went bad years ago, so the toilet leaked between the tile and the subfloor, rotting the floor joists. We ripped up the subfloor in the entire bathroom.
It was a mess. Next, we repaired and replaced floor joists so we would have a solid floor. We replaced the plywood subfloor. We used a self-leveling mix so the floor would be level. Then, we set the new tub, repaired the drywall behind the toilet. We replumbed the shower. Then, straightened an out-of-plumb wall and added blocking. The blocking held the plumbing for the shower head. It would also be used to attach the waterproof membrane and tile backer. We applied fiberglass mesh seam tape and compound to the seams. Then, we started setting tile.
We did a pattern midway up the wall to dress it up a little bit. We also took the tile almost to the ceiling. We added 2 corner soap dishes. Next, we tiled the floor. Once everything dried, we grouted the tile. Then we added the trim to the shower plumbing fixture. We added a shower rod and towel bar. We installed a new toilet. We also replaced the vanity cabinet, vanity top, and medicine cabinet. It turned out nice. Next, we worked on the second bedroom. It was more work than the first. It had layers of wallpaper under the paint. The popcorn ceiling was also falling down.
The windows were missing a trim piece that provided a necessary seal. You could see the outside between the sash and the frame. Some of the base molding needed to be replaced as it was all beat up. We started removing the wallpaper. I highly recommend a steamer if you ever need to remove wallpaper. It can be rented at most equipment rental places. Once the wallpaper was off, we could see a pretty unique design painted underneath. Definitely interesting. It took an additional coat of paint to make that go away. We painted the walls and ceiling, replaced the ceiling fan, outlets, light switches, bifold doors, closet shelving, door stop, door hinges, and the doorknob with the door lever. Next, we replaced the carpet.
Bath 2 was a lot of work as well. Part of the bathroom floor had carpet and the rest was tile, but it was all in bad shape. The floor was so soft, it felt like we were going to fall through in a couple places. The tub was stained. The tile was actually in good shape. However, it was dated and the drywall above the tile was moldy. The walls had wallpaper on and under the paint. The vanity was toast. The pictures actually made the bathroom look better than it was. The drywall on the walls had some holes, but it was salvageable.
We ripped up all the carpet and tile flooring. Then we tore out the tile shower surround and the bathtub. The tub was cast iron, so we recycled it. We removed the wallpaper from the walls. Then we ripped up the subfloor. We replaced the rotten floor joists and reinforced the remaining ones. Then we added blocking for the new subfloor. Next, we put in a new plywood subfloor. We added blocking to the shower wall framing for the water barrier and the tile backer. We put in a new plumbing for the shower.
We added a plumbing access panel just in case we ever needed to get back into the plumbing chase. Then we insulated the shower walls. We put in a new tub and shimmed out the framing, so if any water ever got behind the tile, it would drain down the tub flange and into the tub. Next, we installed tile backer on the floor. We applied fiberglass mesh, seam tape, and compound to the seams. We installed the water barrier above the tub. Then we installed tile backer. After that, we were ready to install tile.
One thing we always do when we are going to do a project is treat ourselves to some tools. We use the money that we save in paying contractors to purchase the equipment. There is just no substitute for having the right tools. We laid out our tile design, cut the tile, mixed the thin set, and started the installation. Tile work is not hard, but it is very tedious work. Once the tile work was completed, we replaced any damaged molding and painted the room. We grouted the tile and cleaned off the grout residue.
We installed new bifold doors, replaced the register, door hinges, door stop, and the doorknob with a door lever. We added the finished trim to the plumbing fixture. We added a shower rod, towel bar, and window blind. The tile turned out really nice. We took the tile almost to the ceiling, just leaving a small expansion joint. We laid the floor tile in a diagonal pattern, which helped the space feel larger than it was. We installed a new vanity, cabinet, granite top, granite back and side splash, medicine cabinet, vanity light, and toilet.
If you saw our other video, you know that the laundry room used to be in the kitchen. To make the kitchen larger and more functional, we moved the laundry room to the bathroom by combining the linen closet and one of the two closets in the third bedroom. That was a lot of work, but worth every minute. We ripped up the subfloor, strengthened the floor joists, and added blocking for the new subfloor. We added a drain and a hot and cold water supply line. We had an electrician wire for the washer, dryer, and ceiling light. The combined closets made a very nice space for the laundry room.
We put down a new plywood subfloor. We had to run a dryer vent as the room used to be a closet and not a laundry room. Then we installed the tile backer. Once the tile is in, we added base molding. Some prefer to add base molding first and then a shoe molding to cover the edge of the tile. It was a small room and the floor was level, so we just used the base to cover the expansion gap for the edge of the tile. It gives a cleaner look and you get to see the full height of the base mold. We trimmed out the plumbing box, outlets, and light. Then we added wall cabinets for storage. At this point, we had 2 rooms to go.
The next room we tackled was the third bedroom. It was simple enough. We removed the wallpaper border and repaired the drywall. Of course, we did not need to take out the second closet and drywall, the back side of the laundry room. We also replaced the light switches and some of the molding. We replaced the bifold doors and closet shelving. We replaced the window blinds and registers. Then, we replaced the carpet. The last room to be completed was the hallway. This area was more work than what we had planned for.
Whoever installed the whole house fan cut through a truss, so we took out the fan and did a truss repair. We fixed the ceiling, drywall, primed, and painted it. We took out the carpet and installed hardwood flooring. Otherwise, it was a couple coats of paint, new smoke and carbon monoxide detectors, a window blind, outlets, and light switches. All in all, it was a rewarding process. We got a great deal on the house, which left us plenty of room for the rehab budget. Not a project for the faint of heart, but a good example of what you can do with patience, some carpentry skills, and a good work ethic.
We hope you found this video both interesting and helpful. If you did, please share it with a friend. Smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell to receive notification of our next video. Until then, work hard, earn more, spend less, and invest the rest. Thank you for watching.